There were times when I just thought to myself, there's no way I'm going to get through this. There is absolutely no way that I'm going to get through this. I'm not going to make it. Stopping, making a plan, daring to dream a bit, hope a bit, and then starting to take steps in that plan is not just therapeutic, it's the solution. Without hope for the future, we are just drifting. And with drifting comes just a lack of foresight, a lack of foreknowledge. It's hard to see where you're going. And that will come out as existential dread, existential fear. It will make you doubt that there's any hope in sight, any end in sight. If people tell you your dreams for the future are stupid, don't listen to those people and stop hanging out with them. That's not good. Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Life Reset Collective. My name is Josh. Today I'm doing something a little different. I'm filming a video while I'm out walking. It is very early in the morning, about 3 a.m. It's a very raw kind of video, and I'm filming it on my phone. My phone screen's a little cracked, so it's not probably the best quality, but I want to talk through something. What do you do when you feel like moving forward is impossible? What do you do when it just seems like there's no way? There's no way to move forward. That's what I want to talk about today. Now, this channel is devoted to helping people, empowering those who are going through a life reset. You might be going through a life reset for any number of different reasons. Personally, I have gone through 2 life resets, both times due to divorce. I've had to pretty much start completely over from scratch. And during this most recent life reset, which I'm still in the middle of, I actually also lost my job. I got laid off, and a tornado hit my house. So, I've had a lot of catching up to do as I navigate this particular chapter of my life. And I've had to face a lot of really difficult things. Back when, this reset started, I had a lot of situations where I felt like I was just buried under the weight of all the things that were happening. Divorce, lawyer bills, trying to navigate in the middle of that, losing my job, and kind of needing to change careers right in the middle of it because there was just such a mess. And I needed money so fast, and the crazy things I had to do to get through, just to make all the payments and keep up on the bills. And then, of course, my house getting hit by a tornado in the middle of it. There were times when I just thought to myself, there's no way I'm going to get through this. There is absolutely no way that I'm going to get through this. I'm not going to make it. There's no way out of this. There's no way out of this. That was a thought I had many, many times. I kept going. I kept trying, okay? I am going to tell you the exact process that I went through for this. Here's what I did. Every day, I was hoping and dreaming and planning, and I would dream about what I wanted. I would hope about what I hoped my future would become. I would make plans then to think, how could I get there? How could I get to that place I'm dreaming of? I did a lot of dreaming about maybe leaving this place, my home, the city I live in, leaving this place, leaving everything behind and just traveling, just seeing the world. This idea brought me a lot of hope. Now, I haven't gone and done it per se, but my plans have also changed, but that's okay. In some ways, that dream is very much still alive, but it was also something that helped me to kind of plan and motivate myself and to see past the destruction that was going on, I realized that I was latching onto that, and that gave me a hope for the future. And as I made plans, I would basically plan out like, okay, what can I do to make this work? Like, how much would it cost to like buy a truck and then to build an office for myself in a trailer? And then, how could I, what internet could I buy? And I'd research the internet. And it's like, what equipment would I need to be able to do my work, but out in the middle of nowhere? And so I just started making these lists of things, and I started basically planning out this whole future, this whole plan. And as I was planning this, it just gave me this hope that I could actually do this. Here's how much money it would cost if I could get these lawyer bills paid, get this divorce done, get my house fixed, get back to some semblance of normal work. Then that wouldn't be so big of a deal. I could afford that. I could make that happen. And this led to me believing in myself again, right? There was a big period of time there during that life reset when it just felt like there was nothing but work to be done. And plus there was a bunch of crazy stuff that felt bad, whenever you're going through a life reset, regardless of whether yours was due to divorce, or maybe you lost your job, maybe you lost your place to live. There are all kinds of reasons why we may encounter this kind of situation. But it's really important to know that even though you are in the middle of that, and it's feeling terrible, and you don't see a way out, it's important to know that stopping, making a plan, daring to dream a bit, hope a bit, and then starting to take steps in that plan is not just therapeutic, it's the solution. In this channel, and I started this channel because I couldn't believe how difficult it was to talk to people about these things. I felt like nobody understood me. I felt like when I talked to people about my life reset, the things I was going through, it was like I was speaking a different language. It was crazy talk to all the people around me. They would just say, well, why don't you just do this? And, it would be so off base because they have no concept of it. Most people that I knew at that point hadn't really been through anything like what I was going through at that moment. And, everyone goes through some bad stuff in life. But it's also true that when, you are going through it, it's going to be different, unique to you. And a lot of people are not going to understand you. And it's really important that you put serious time and effort and love and care into yourself, into planning for yourself, into doing it the way you need to do it. You may need to find space and peace to clear your mind. While you're doing this, you may start to make plans for your future. You may think, how could I survive this? What would I hope on the other side of this? And then you just start making a little plan. You come up with a vision that makes you feel like it's worth fighting for, worth working for. It gives you hope. Hope is such a powerful, important thing for humans. Without hope, we don't have anything. It's like the most important thing for a human is to have hope that the future will be worth it. Hope that the future can actually matter and mean something. Without hope for the future, we are just drifting. And with drifting comes just a lack of foresight, a lack of foreknowledge. It's hard to see where you're going. And that will come out as existential dread, existential fear. It will make you doubt that there's any hope in sight, any end in sight that's going to be good, right? Maybe it means life will always be this way. You'll always feel like you're at the bottom. You'll always feel like you're being crushed under the weight of what's happening. It's crucial that you begin that process of not only caring for yourself, but then making a plan to begin moving forward. It's crucial that as you make this plan, you dream about where you want to go. It's not just about what's practical. You might change your big dream plan later on to make it more practical. But sometimes dreaming it and believing in it and going after it isn't about being practical. It's about staying alive through the really hard parts. It's about giving yourself hope for the future and something to set your mind to so that you can begin this process of moving forward and fixing your life a little bit at a time, because you see that there's a reason to do it, because you see that there's hope at the other end. Now, people find this in all kinds of different ways. You may think about a future where you have a beautiful home with a white picket fence and you're hosting your family for Christmas dinner. That may be the vision that gives you hope. You may think about leaving everything and traveling the world and, going to Egypt or going to Japan or, going to, a waterfall, whatever it is for you, right? You may think, I'm going to quit this stupid job that I hate and I'm going to, go become a remote worker in the mountains. You may think, I'm going to go join a monastery and become a monk. It's really important that you let yourself dream, even in ways that might be, impractical, even in ways that other people will discourage. When I was going through this, my big dream, I dreamed of selling everything I owned, just getting a truck, taking my dog, and disappearing. I just wanted to go driving across the country. I wanted to film YouTube videos, documenting my journeys, and I just wanted me and my dog in the open road, and I wanted to just work remote for myself. No more out-of-touch boss ruining my day. No more craziness trying to manage a house that just gets torn apart by a tornado. No more having to pay a bunch of bills just to live this domesticated life that, I was just feeling beat up in. And I just thought, I want to go, and I just want to, I want the only concern every day to be, what video should I make? Where am I going to stop and fuel up? Where are me and my dog going to settle in for the night? Do we want to camp tonight? Do we want to just keep on driving and reach the next destination? These are the types of things that I was dreaming about. And I was making lists of things like, camping equipment and portable electronic stuff, like solar panels, battery banks, things that would empower me to be completely free, off the grid, just traveling. And I was researching things like how to, maintain an address when you don't have a physical address, because I was just like, I'm leaving it all. And that vision got me through the worst of my life reset. It really helped me every day have a reason to wake up and keep going. That's what pushed me forward. And that might sound silly, and maybe it is a little silly. I have not actually gone and done that. I'm still living in my house. I am working for myself now, so this is really good. I was able to get rid of the job and work for myself, so this is progress. But do I still want to maybe leave and travel someday? Maybe. But as my life began to get back on track, I started to realize that this vision I had of leaving, part of that was a reaction to the horrible way I felt when everything was at its worst. And, of course, when I look back on it now, I think, well, I could have done that. In fact, now I have more power to do that than ever. I could do it. I could start doing it today. I could start putting that plan together seriously. I could deploy it. Why don't I? It's because now I don't feel a lot of those things now. Maybe I will do that someday, but I have things I want to do here. I there's a convenience to working from a home office, and there's a niceness to being able to host people at my house, which is now getting put back together. And life is so different now. Does that mean that it was dumb to dream those things I was dreaming? Does that mean that I shouldn't have, put so much energy into that? Does that mean that all the people who told me it was a stupid idea were right? No. First of all, if people tell you your dreams for the future are stupid, don't listen to those people and stop hanging out with them. That's not good. Secondly, I needed that dream to get through that time. I really did. I needed that dream. A lot of people don't understand that. If you're going through a life reset and it's hard, then you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So friends, today I just want to give you this encouragement. Give you the encouragement to know you actually can and you actually should really allow yourself to dream. You should set goals. You should hope for the future. You should pursue the things that make you feel alive. And you shouldn't let people belittle that. And even if it ends up not being super practical, oh well. Who the hell cares? We got to get through it and get to the other side. And you'll find your practicality there. You'll figure it out. It'll be all right. I know things might feel bad right now, but I want you to hear me when I say that they will get better. There's never a situation so bad that you can't make forward momentum, improve it. There's never a reason to give up hope. I hope you know that even if things are so bad right now, no matter how hopeless they might seem, there is hope, and that you should not stop pursuing that. Don't give up. Do not give up, my friends. There is light at the end of the tunnel. I'm walking the journey right now, so let's just keep doing it together, okay? This is Josh from the Life Reset Collective. I'll see you awesome people on the next one.